this video, I'm going to talk about finding the midpoints of the line segments on the graph. And the question is the point A right over here. The point A is at the -3, comma -5. The x value is -3, and the y value is -5. And point B right over here is at 1, comma -9, which means the x value is 1 and the y value is -9. What is the midpoint of the line segment AB? Okay, so the midpoint should be here, is 2 away and then 2 away. But we can really find the coordinate of it. So there is a way of finding the coordinate of it. And at first, if there is a number like 1 and 2, we know the formula finding those line segments, the midpoint of that numbers. We can add up that numbers and we can divide it into 2. And it is a way of finding the midpoint, mid number. And that will gonna give us 3 divided by 2, which will gonna give us 1.5. And we can exactly apply this to this problem right over here. So, but the difference between numbers and this is because this one is the coordinate, but it's not that hard. So at first, we can add up -3, 1, and -5 and -9 this way. So -3, comma -5, and then plus 1 minus -9, but we need to be careful that we can only add with the like terms, in this case y value to y value, and the x values to x values. So if you do that, it will going to be equal to -3 plus 1, we're going to be -2, comma -5 plus -9 is -5 minus 9, which would be negative. So negative, let's see, so -14. But we are not done yet. After we added it, we need to divide it into 2. So we can divide it into 2, and it will gonna give us, the coordinate of the midpoint. I'll just write down the coordinate of midpoint. So of midpoint should be equal to -2 divided by 2 will just going to be equal to -1. So the x value is -1. So I'll just write down the x value is -1. And for a y value, -14 divided by 2 is -7. And this is the y value. So it is y value. And we are done with finding coordinate of the midpoints. Right over here is -1, comma -7. But we can actually verify it. We said that here is our midpoint. But I believe before we actually tried out, we can actually try it. Here is -1 and goes all the way down to -7. We got it right. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about the second example of finding the midpoint of the line segments on the graph.